Stop sacrificing your precious time and energy on things that don't serve you. In a world constantly demanding more, the secret to true productivity and happiness isn't doing more, it's doing less. Not out of laziness, but out of wisdom. This isn't about working less, it's about working on what truly matters. Are you actually busy, or are you just distracted? There's a difference. There's a vast canyon between motion and meaning. You can run from sunrise to midnight, check off every task, answer every call, show up to every meeting, and still feel empty. Because being busy doesn't mean you're doing the right things. It just means you're occupied, and too often occupied by things that steal your peace, your power, and your purpose. The world will hand you a full plate, deadlines, obligations, noise, chaos, and if you don't consciously choose what to eliminate, you'll drown in the non-essential. You'll look back and realize you lived your whole life in reaction, not intention. You weren't born to answer every knock on your door. You weren't built to carry every load people hand you. You were designed with focus in mind, and your energy was meant to be sacred. But what happened? Somewhere along the way, we bought into the lie that doing more means we're winning, that our worth is measured by our exhaustion, that saying no makes us cold or arrogant. So we say yes to everything, and meanwhile, our soul starts to whisper, "This isn't it." Essentialism is the courageous act of stepping back and asking, what is truly essential in my life? Not what looks good on paper, not what makes everyone else happy, not what makes you appear busy or successful, but what brings peace, what moves the needle, what aligns with your values, not your fears. It's about getting brutally honest with yourself. Not everything deserves your time. Not every request deserves a response. Not every opportunity is worth chasing, because when everything matters, nothing does. The art of essentialism is this: eliminate the trivial many and focus on the vital few. You see, time isn't money. It's infinitely more valuable. Money lost can be regained, but time spent on the wrong things, is gone forever. Every minute you give to something meaningless is a minute stolen from something that could have changed your life. Every hour wasted on obligations is an hour stolen from your dreams, your family, your rest, your clarity. And let's be honest, the world will keep pulling you in 1,000 directions if you let it. But the moment you draw the line, the moment you reclaim your time, that's when everything starts to shift. You stop living in survival mode. You stop proving your worth through busyness. You stop confusing exhaustion with purpose. And you start living intentionally, deliberately, with clarity, with focus, with peace. The truth is, you don't need more time. You need to stop giving your time to the wrong things. You're not here to be everything to everyone. You're not a machine made for constant output. You're a human being made for focus, presence, impact. The essential life isn't about having less. It's about being more aligned, more powerful, more clear on who you are and what you're here to do. And that clarity, it doesn't come by chance. It comes by choice. It starts when you decide, I will no longer trade my time for approval. I will no longer hand over my energy to the unimportant. I will no longer run on empty for the sake of looking full. From this moment forward, you reclaim your time. You reclaim your direction. You reclaim your life. Number 1, the illusion of more is the trap of the masses. They told you more is better, more work, more hustle, more commitments, more yes. But they never told you what you lose in the process. You lose yourself. The world has conditioned us to believe that success is a matter of accumulation, that the person who has the fullest calendar must be the most important, that the one who says yes the fastest is the most dependable. But here's the truth they won't say out loud: more doesn't mean meaningful. You can say yes to everyone and end up saying no to your own life. You can try to do everything and still feel like you're accomplishing nothing that actually fulfills you. That's the trap. We chase more, not because we need it, but because we're afraid. Afraid that if we slow down, we'll be forgotten. Afraid that if we say no, we'll miss out. Afraid that if we focus on less, we'll fall behind. What if your more is what's holding you back? What if clarity comes not from doing everything, but from eliminating everything that doesn't truly matter? Essentialism isn't minimalism. It's not about owning nothing or living small. It's about living intentionally, cutting the noise so you can hear your life speak again. You've been buried under tasks, favors, expectations, and obligations that were never yours to carry, and it's time to drop them. It's time to stop measuring your worth by your output. It's time to stop proving yourself through burnout. It's time to stop running in circles just because the world told you to sprint. You don't need to do more. You need to do what actually matters and let go of the rest. Not tomorrow, not next week. Now. Because every time you say yes to the wrong thing, you're silently saying no to what could have set you free. Number 2, your life is not a to-do list, it's a direction. Look around you. People are moving fast, talking fast, deciding fast, but going nowhere, because motion isn't progress, and being busy isn't the same as being effective. Your value lies in who you are becoming while doing it. But you can't become anything if your life is packed with clutter, not just physical, but mental, emotional, and spiritual clutter. That's what's draining you. That's what's robbing you. You were never meant to live under the pressure of performing all day, every day. You were meant to move with purpose, and purpose starts with direction, not speed. You can climb 1,000 steps, but if you're climbing the wrong mountain, what have you really gained? You can help 100 people. But if you're abandoning your own soul in the process, who's helping you? Every day you wake up and give your time away to things that don't deserve you, you're giving away your energy, your spirit, your life currency. So here's the hard reset. Stop. Breathe. Ask yourself, where is all this leading me? Are your efforts aligned with your values? Are your days structured around your priorities or around everyone else's demands? Are you living as a creator of your life or just a responder to it? The answer doesn't require more hustle, it requires more honesty. Because when you stop for just a moment, you'll hear something powerful. Your life is trying to talk to you, but it can't get through the noise unless you quiet the chaos. And that's what essentialism is. Not silence, but selective sound. Not withdrawal, but directional focus. Not laziness, but laser clarity. You don't need more time. You need a better relationship with the time you already have. Number 3, protecting your energy is a sacred discipline. Energy is more valuable than time. Why? Because even with time, without the energy to use it well, you waste it. You burn hours doing meaningless things that drain your spirit and scatter your focus. And most of the time, it's not because you're weak, it's because you're leaking. Leaking your energy into tasks you should have said no to. Leaking your energy into conversations that leave you empty. Leaking your energy into maintaining appearances instead of building substance. Protecting your energy is not selfish, it's sacred. It's not about being hard, it's about being clear. Clarity is power, and clarity says, I don't have to attend every invitation. I don't have to explain my silence. I don't owe everyone access to my mental real estate. Because if your mind is overcrowded, your life will be too. And essentialism starts right there, in your ability to discern what's worthy of your energy and what's not. You don't need to control everything. You just need to filter better. Start treating your time and energy the same way a wise person treats fire. With caution, with intention, and with purpose. You don't throw logs into a fire randomly. You don't let just anything burn. You select what fuels it best. Likewise, stop fueling your life with things that don't inspire you. Cut the commitments that feel like cages. Withdraw from the roles you've outgrown. Not everything you started is meant to be finished. Not everyone you helped is meant to come with you. Essentialism is the courage to say, if it doesn't feed me, it doesn't follow me. And once you make that shift, once you begin honoring your own energy, you don't just survive your days, you own them. Number 4, you don't need more time, you need more clarity. You don't need more hours in your day. What you need is more clarity about what matters. People waste decades chasing goals that were never theirs. running on a treadmill of obligations, comparisons, and expectations, hoping that somehow, someday, it will all feel worth it. A life that isn't rooted in purpose will always leave you feeling behind, even if you're technically ahead. You can be efficient and still be empty. You can be productive and still be lost, because motion doesn't equal meaning. Movement without direction is just exhaustion. Clarity cuts through the noise. Clarity whispers, "This is the path. The rest is distraction." And that clarity doesn't come from doing more. It comes from subtracting the non-essential. Ask yourself, who told you that saying yes to everyone was noble? Who told you that being overwhelmed was a badge of honor? Who told you that slowing down was laziness? They lied. You weren't built for burnout. You were built for impact, and impact requires focus. Start asking better questions. What truly matters to me? What would I still do even if no one clapped? What brings me peace, not just praise? That's your compass. Because when you live with clarity, your life becomes a statement, not a scramble. You stop chasing validation. You stop fearing opinions. You stop needing to prove anything to anyone. Instead, you start waking up with peace. You start moving with purpose. You start living like you mean it. That's the power of essentialism, not in having more, but in needing less to feel whole. Number 5, live like every choice echoes in eternity. When you look back years from now, not at your to-do lists, not at your inbox, but at your life, what will you wish you had protected more? You won't wish you'd said yes more. You'll wish you'd said no sooner. You won't regret missing a meeting. You'll regret missing moments, sacred, irreplaceable moments. We spend so much of our lives running to meet deadlines, running to keep up appearances, running to outrun the feeling that we're falling behind. But the race isn't out there. The real race is within you. It's between the life you're living and the life you're capable of living. And the distance between the two? That's your unclaimed time, your unguarded energy, your unrealized purpose. Essentialism is not a minimalist trend or a productivity hack. It's a deep, conscious act of respecting your life. It means making fewer choices, but better ones. It means editing your existence so what's left is rich, full, and aligned. It means becoming so clear on what truly matters that everything else becomes noise. Because when you live with that level of focus, people start to notice something different about you. You walk slower, but with intention. You speak less, but with impact. You do less, but you feel more. You don't live to impress anymore. You live to express your truth, fully, honestly, and unapologetically. And that is a rare kind of freedom. Because the truth is, your life isn't meant to be consumed. It's meant to be crafted. So stop letting the world dictate your pace. Start living like every choice is shaping your legacy, because it is. So, you've been told that time is money, but that's a lie. Time is life. And every day you spend scattered, distracted, and stretched thin, you're not just wasting minutes. You're leaking meaning. You don't need more hours in a day. You need more intention in your hours. You don't need to do more. You need to matter more. To yourself first. Reclaiming your time isn't about laziness or escape. It's about ownership. It's about looking at your calendar and realizing, this is my life, and I'm not giving it away to things that don't deserve it. Mastering essentialism is not about perfection. It's about priority. It's saying, I refuse to be buried under everyone else's expectations. I will live on purpose. I will protect what feeds me and let go of what drains me. So from this moment forward, I challenge you to make your life lighter and louder with purpose. Protect your peace, guard your focus, and live like your time is sacred, because it is.